What's our plan?
Our plan. You're not an apprentice anymore, boy. So study your surroundings. Devise your own plan. I'm not here to hold your hand. No targets unreachable.
Hi all, and welcome to another Game Impressions video. Today we'll be looking at Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, Assassin's Creed Unity is an historical action-adventure video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. It was released in November 2014 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. The game is the seventh major installment of the Assassin's Creed series and a successor to the 2013 Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and also ties in with the 2014 release Assassin's Creed Rogue. Set within Paris during the French Revolution, the single-player story follows Arnaud Dorian in his efforts to expose the true powers behind the revolution. The game retains a series third-person open-world exploration, as well as introducing an improved melee combat and stealth system. Assassin's Creed Unity introduces cooperative multiplayer to the Assassin's Creed series, letting up to 4 players engage in narrative-driven missions and explore the open world. Currently, Assassin's Creed Unity is suffering from a number of issues, from poor frame rate to a number of glitches. This has impacted many players' thoughts on the game and has also hindered some of my experiences while playing it. For a game that was designed for these new consoles, it feels like at times I'm playing on Xbox 360. That's how slow and sluggish some of the gameplay feels. Now for me, low frame rate and glitches won't stop me from playing this game. I want to see what Assassin's Creed Unity has to offer, but hopefully in the next few months, the developers of the game will be able to fix these glitches and improve on the low frame rate.
Your father. He wasn't the man you thought he was. Neither of our fathers were.
I know exactly who my father was, Arnaud. And I know who yours was. I suppose it was inevitable. You an assassin, me a Templar.
The main character of the game is Arnaud Doran, a native Frenchman who is a child to an assassin. After his father is killed, now spoilers incoming, so if you don't want to hear the next part, probably mute for the next 5 to 10 seconds, is Shay Patrick, who is the main character from Assassin's Creed Rogue. Arnaud is adopted, unaware that his new family holds a senior position within the Templar Order, with his new father figure, the Templar Grandmaster. Arnaud blames himself when his adopted father is murdered, and so sets out on a quest of redemption that brings him into the Brotherhood of Assassins, where he slowly rises through the ranks, much like Altair or Ezio does in previous games. Combat from the game was rebuilt, with fencing being used as the inspiration for the new system. In addition to returning weapons from previous games, Assassin's Creed Unity introduces the Phantom Blade. The Phantom Blade uses the mechanics of a crossbow to fire a silent projectile at a great distance, while still serving the same role as a hidden blade in previous Assassin's Creed games. The way you can travel in the game has been overhauled as well. The developers who created a new way to climb up and down buildings. New skills can also be purchased and learnt by progressing in the story to help with the play's transverse in the buildings. I found updated mechanics of being able to travel down buildings a welcome addition to the game, as it provided new ways to enter areas and undertake missions. Also, when playing co-op, it provided the player on the ground with some great images of their partner traveling across the buildings. The crowd size also plays a big factor in the way you can play the game. They can aid you in finding cover when being chased, and serve as a good way to quickly hide after killing a guard. I found at times the size of the crowd to be a hinder towards the gameplay, as they were constantly getting in the way when running on the ground, and not being able to easily pass through them, or by them I should say. The crowd also serves another purpose by providing players with a chance to pick up quick side quests from random pickpockets to interrupt in fistfights. I found these features of the crowd as a positive one due to it gives me something to do while randomly running around the city. Players will also be able to customize their weapons, armor, and equipment to further complement their individual style of play. Now, this isn't all that new in Assassin's Creed games, as you have always been able to change the outfits, but this time around, each bit of clothing is able to be changed individually, providing more style options to make the player feel like this is your own being. Just like the skill tree, I found this to be a neat little feature and was able to make a unique looking character, and when playing co-op, I felt like my character wasn't just a copy of someone else's. Assassin's Creed Unity also introduces cooperative multiplayer to the series. Players can invite friends to the game and they can undertake story-based missions together. They can have 4 people playing at once, and I think this is a really cool feature. Now, the game also provides extra missions that are your side missions to the game, which are based for co-op play, but you can play these ones individually as well, and these also drive the story forward. Now, I found the co-op aspect of Unity to be one of the game's strongest points. Really, who doesn't want to play an assassin game and help each other assassinate their targets? Being able to play missions with friends and communicating in real time to try to succeed in the mission provided some of the best gameplay I have had in Assassin's Creed game. Working as a unit to slowly take down the enemy's numbers and watching your friends from a distance to do this was great. Even if your team was failing at times to get past a certain point, I never felt that we couldn't complete the mission. By scoping out certain situations and forming a plan to complete the task provided each retry with a fresh experience in the game. Depending on how you have customized your character will also impact how you play the co-op missions. If you have decided to add points to a range skills, you may be suited to stay away from the action and provide cover for other players as they are running around on the ground. If you have points in stealth, you may be better off hiding in the crowds and taking down targets while other players cause distractions for you. The number of different ways in which a character can be customized can impact how your team undertakes a co-op mission. This is the part of the game I feel that I will be coming back to the most, and it provided me with the most fun within the game. Now, for my final thoughts on the game, I'm not going to tell people to go run out and buy this game. It is suffering from a number of issues, which I've already mentioned at the start of this video. But if you put these issues aside, the game is actually quite a solid Assassin's Creed game. The new transversal system is fantastic. I found going up and down buildings really good. The story of the game is I found it to be really immersive. I did like sort of having a look at the Templar side through Arno's love interest, and the co-op gameplay was really strong. So hopefully if you do want to get this game and you're waiting to pick up in a few months' time, you will have a positive experience. Try to get some friends together to play the co-op. You can play it with randoms, but I find having a team there and communicating with friends works the best. And yeah, so probably wait a few months before getting this game, see if the issues can be fixed, then hopefully you'll pick it up. And just on a side note, when the game is running smoothly and you are standing on top of one of the sync towers and you can overlook France, it does look really gorgeous. Like the game does have some really nice graphics in it when, as I said, running smoothly. So hopefully you have enjoyed this game impressions video, and if you have, please hit the like button. If you have any comments, just leave them in the space below and I will answer them when I get some time. So thank you for watching and have a good day.
Can things ever go back to the way they were before, do you think?
Do you? After everything that's happened? Everything we've lost?
So that's it then. The course of history forever altered, never again to return.
Maybe we can't go back. But going forward isn't necessarily an ending.